Hello, welcome back to my haunted library and welcome to going into week 3 of the Gothic Hearts Reading Challenge. Got a couple things to mention today. The first one is that the new Bookworms is out and I'm so excited. I love the artwork. I think this might be my favorite cover. This is by my wonderful nephew, Charles Radcliffe, who does this artwork for us. This theme is space, so it's like, space-themed horror, sci-fi horror. We have 3 wonderful fiction pieces. We have some poetry, some essays, and some fun and games. This is issue number 7. I think we've had 2 issues sell out already. It's not too late to start collecting them. So we're going to continue with this Bookworms fun adventure that James and I are on. So today I'm going to do just a quick update on what I've been reading, and then I'm going to do a vlog. I got a Valentine chocolate here, and I'm going to have one of my favorite breakfasts in the world, which I only do on rare occasions, like the day after Halloween, the day after Christmas or Christmas Day, Easter Sunday, of course, and the day after Valentine's Day, or whenever I really need it, and that's chocolate and coffee for breakfast. It's a wonderful combination. I got a good one. Nothing like it. Okay, so today I'm going to do one of the challenges of the Gothic Hearts Reading Challenge. One of the, I forget which number it is, but anyway, it's one of them, which you can choose to do, and that is to create a little reading nook or shelf dedicated just to my Gothic romance and kind of create an ambiance. So I will do that toward the end of this video, but I did want to talk about what I have read so far. I got through volume 1 of The Mysteries of Udolpho by Anne Radcliffe, and I love it. I absolutely love it. It took me about a week to read like 100 pages. This book is so dense. I don't know if you can see how tiny the type is. So what I did was I just would spend at least, I usually read for an hour a day. It would take me an hour to read 30 pages. And I said, okay, I can get to the end of the first volume, put it down for a bit, and then go back to it. And I certainly will, because I'm loving this story so far. It's very slow. It's very pastoral, but it's definitely pulling me in. It's about a young girl who loses both her parents, and she's very vulnerable in this world, and she is taken in by a relative, an aunt, and she marries this mustache twirling villain who is now trapping our lovely heroine Emily in the castle. So and when she's in love with a young man whom is also in love with her, and there are a lot of impediments that are keeping them apart. So at the end of volume 1, she's just about to go live in this castle and be separated from her lover. Will her love prevail, or will she be destroyed by the evil uncle? This is really excellent. I'm so glad I took the time to get into it. Now, I can see where it's not for everyone. It's the pace is so slow. It took forever to get to sort of the plot points. There's a lot of looking at beautiful scenery. There's poetry interjected. But once I settled into this world, it's like watching Barry Lyndon or something, it's just beautiful. So I will pick this up. I don't know if I'll finish the entire book by the end of the month, but I will continue reading, or maybe I'll just save each volume for every year the Gothic Hearts Reading Challenge. I don't know, but I'm glad I finally took the plunge into this book. And then in a very different type of read, we go to the very modern Gothic romance, Gothicana by Rue Nix. I picked this up at the Barnes & Noble a few weeks ago when I went in looking for a newer Gothic romance. And let me tell you, I'm loving this book so far. I'm about, halfway through it. It's such a breeze to read after the Anne Radcliffe. It's just water. And I love the aesthetics of this book, the presentation, the artwork. Each chapter has a little bit of an introduction with a quote. There's even some colored illustrations in there on the ends. I love it. I have to say, after reading the Anne Radcliffe and then reading this, I can definitely see the through line thematically. In Anne Radcliffe, I don't think the couple's even kissed yet. And in this book, let me tell you, I had to get out my fan a few times because it is steamy, but it's great. I'm really having fun with this book. Once in a while, I read something new and I'm like, I'm really enjoying this, and I really am. So That's what I've been doing. I haven't watched too many films, just mostly reading and really enjoying what I'm reading, and also getting into the Gothic letter writing. And I've been writing some poetry and sending those off to friends too. So I've been feeling pretty inspired. The weather has been appropriately gloomy, so in a way it's very fitting. But for now, why don't you hang out with me while I create my new reading nook or shelf for my Gothic romance. And I'm not buying anything new. I'm just using what I have already in my library to kind of pull a look together and have fun doing it. So let's do that right now. Okay, so here's my library, a bit messy, but we're just going to look at this section today and start with some dusting, which you need to do every once in a while. I cleaned off this little dark shadows nook and then took all of my books off the shelf to organize them and dust them off and put them back on the shelves nice and neat. And I have room for this little Gothic romance nook where I'm going to put my Valentine Heart and D.L. Tillery's book and book of poems, and I bought some lace for the top, and my candelabra tops it off. Well, I hope you enjoyed my little vlog today about putting my nook together. It was a lot of fun, and it's just fun to use what I already have because I do have a lot of Gothic stuff here already. So let me know in the comments below if you're doing any Gothic reading. I would love to hear your thoughts. So that's all I have for today. Thanks for stopping by my haunted library, and I'll see you soon. Bye.